Let me move that over. Oh, sorry, I'm a little bit late. I was just trying to understand why I took this loss, so I just needed to take a little bit of time to myself, but that's okay. I literally just got absolutely fucked in longs. I thought we were ready to kind of reverse from here, and if I had limited -4, then obviously I would have been break even and all would have been fine, but literally, like, I entered at 0.5 of this leg, and yeah, as you can see here, this is the type of thing that I took. I took something like this, and yeah, we got fucked, as you can see. I thought this would be the bottom and we were ready to reverse. We inverted 2 5-minute fair value gap, so I was like, okay, this looks pretty good, but no, that did not want to happen, which is fine. So I was just trying to like get over that for a hot minute and just like reflect before we jump back in. This week's trading has been pretty shit, I'm not gonna lie. So far I've really not had much fun trading this week. So yeah, we have PPI at 8:30, so I really was not expecting a dump like that right before red folder news in an hour. I've not really seen something like that before, so that was really weird. But yeah, that's just what we have to deal with right now, I guess. I'm gonna switch these around. I don't like having NQ on the left, on the right hand side, on the left. So yeah, just taking that loss, definitely gonna take a min to just like recuperate. We have this 4-hour gap here, but again, I'm not too surprised that we dumped on reflection because we have so much sell side below us that we are going to want to come and rebalance, I guess. So it makes sense why we would go lower, but it's very unfortunate that that is the case right now. So yeah, I'm very annoyed about that. I'm definitely just going to take a min to like reflect and, you know, understand what went wrong there. So yeah, very annoying indeed. It is what it is. It is what it is. It cannot be helped, unfortunately. So now I'm trying to understand, okay, so I'm clearly wrong. We're clearly bearish. Where are we going to be bearish to? That's what I'm trying to understand here. Obviously this fib is not playing out, so this fib is likely to be playing. We don't really have a OTE fib to use, really, other than this, but that's just fucking crazy. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even say it was a mistake. Like, in my head, it was valid. I didn't technically make a mistake. I just got bias wrong. There's not a lot you can do, really. It's just experience that'll help me with that, I suppose. I expected a New York continuation profile just due to us having such a huge move in Asia and then chopping around in London. I would expect a sweep of London and then a continuation higher. But maybe we don't want to do that today. I think the best course of action for right now is waiting to see what news wants to do at 8:30. We have FOMC this afternoon as well, so today might be a bit of a weird day. I don't know. We have like just very nearly swept the previous 4-hour low, but just not quite swept it, which is kind of weird. So yeah, very annoying indeed, but it kind of is what it is. You have to just get over losses and just like move on, you know? I don't think taking a trade anytime now before 8:30 is probably wise, just because of this huge dump we've just had. Like, I just need a bit more price action to kind of understand where we're going to go from here. Thankfully, I only took an $190 loss, so it was a small loss. Just because at the time, like, I had my stop pretty tight because we were in such a kind of small range, like we were just chopping around. So I thought that this was the manipulation here, and then we were going to distribute, but obviously we have had this huge manipulation. So I am still expecting bullish price action today, but I could also be very wrong because we do have a lot of sell side below us. But I was kind of expecting us to potentially rebalance that out on Friday, as Friday is the usual dump day, but I could be wrong, you know? FOMC today might not trade at all. Didn't take my fourth winning day of $800 yesterday. Got greedy in FOMO mode and blew my account one day from payout. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think you should take a day, at least a day off, and reflect on what happened and try to understand what sort of state you're in mentally when you blow your account. Because you blow your account, you're choosing to blow that account, you know? Like, logically, you know that if you overtrade, you are likely to blow your account. Like, you know that logically. So you're choosing to blow your account, so you need to understand why did you choose to do that and what can you do to prevent that in the future. Hi, Claudia. Hello. How are you doing? How is everybody doing? I was doing really well until I took that loss, but I'm not going to let that affect me. I'm really not. I'm not going to lie. The reason why I was late on stream is because I was kind of like crashing out a little bit. Because it's hard. The hardest part of trading, I feel, is the fluctuations in things, and it makes you doubt yourself, but it also makes you get overconfident. Like last week, I had such a great week of trading. And then I've come into this week and I've just yesterday, I was on stream for 3 hours and just stared at my charts and didn't take a single trade. Like I was waiting for a setup for so long. And when that setup presented itself, I couldn't take it because I wanted to take shorts. We had equal highs in really close proximity. So I didn't take the short. And if I had, it would have played out. So things like that are so annoying, but they're so important to your journey because I am building that mental resilience and patience for myself, so I am more likely to trust myself in future and just trade better. Like yesterday will have helped my trading a mile. Yesterday will have helped my trading by a mile just because I was patient all day and I stuck to my rules. Even if a setup ends up playing out, if you broke your rules to get that setup, it's still not good. Like that's worse than a loss actually, you know? So it's hard to go from last week's performance to this week because I've literally taken 3 trades this week and they've all been losses. I took 2 trades on Monday, they were both losses, and then yesterday I took nothing, and then this morning I've taken another trade and it's been a loss. So it's been a rough week so far, for sure. But you gotta, like, that's what I mean by it's hard to go through these like sort of mental swings. Like last week I was sort of like getting a bit overconfident, like you know, like I really thought like, oh, I've got this in the bag, like I'm gonna have my payout so soon, like, you know, and all of this, and then you come into next week and you just get humbled again. But I think the time where you start seeing real consistency is when you stop letting these down times affect your trading. So I'm trying really hard to not let losses affect my trading performance whatsoever and affect my mood, affect anything. They shouldn't affect anything. They're just all part of the process. Whether that loss was due to a mistake on my behalf or whether that loss is just due to probability. In this case, I don't know. But what I do know is that I did the best I could in the time. I did not take this loss due to bad psychology. I was feeling great about the trade. You know, I set my limits. I just let it happen, you know, I just let it happen. And that's that. Losses happen. I'll get better at executing trades. The more I trade live markets and the more experience I have, I will get better and better. So, yeah. New York continuation. That's what I was originally thinking, and hence why I took a long this morning. I took a long off this sweep of London low at -4 here. I took longs off 0.5 of this leg, but as you can see, we retraced to 0.5 and just absolutely tanked through it. So, yeah. Yeah, I've taken 1 loss so far. Hopefully I can redeem myself a little bit later on, but we do have PPI, so I'm probably going to wait for that to come out and then maybe use the data wicks as targets. I do like trading post red folder news, as the data highs and data lows are really great magnets on price. Everybody is frustrated with price action right now. Yeah, I'm super frustrated. This week has been a bad week of trading for me, unfortunately. Hi, Claudia. I'm in longs at 25 on 110. 110. Should I exit? Lol. I am not one to tell you to stay in or exit, but I mean, you're up 28 points. the spot where I could see this reversing is from here, right? If this wants to continue lower, it's going to continue lower from this point because we've come up and rebalanced OTE and then we've rejected out of that. So if we close below this low, I think you should at least like trail your stop a little higher if you're going to do anything, so you can at least bag yourself like maybe 1 hour of profit if we do want to reverse it. I don't personally know whether price is going to completely reverse up to London high from here or just wanted to come back to rebalance this unbalanced leg. I don't know. I think we still have room to go a little bit lower, to be honest, but I don't know. I wouldn't personally take anything right now because I just don't think anything's super clear. I blew my account, so annoyed and angry. If you blow your account, you have to really sit with yourself. Like, I was watching a YouTube video about this and it's actually so true. Like, when she said it, I was like, you know what, that is so correct. People nowadays hardly ever just sit with themselves and just be and just think about things. And this is why our generation gets so easily overstimulated and we doom scroll and all of these things, because our brain is just so overstimulated all the time. It's just like go, 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 go. It's like hustle culture. You should be getting no sleep and working 15 hours a day, all of that stuff, you know? We're so overstimulated. You should, if you blow your account, set aside 20 minutes, put your phone in a box, sit in a room or go outside, sit somewhere and just think. Literally just think. Think, okay, I blew my account. Is this the end of the world? No, of course it's not the end of the world. It's all part of the process and I had to blow my account to get to this point so I could learn a lesson from this. You have to be grateful for everything you experience in your trading journey because every bad thing you experience is a lesson and every good thing is one step closer to success, right? So everything is something to be grateful for. As soon as you start seeing the positive perspective in everything in life, you will see everything flourish in different angles and perspectives, right? So you blew your account because you had to learn this lesson right now. So it was important that you blew your account. That's how you should view this, okay? So first of all, be grateful that you blew the account so you could learn this lesson. And then secondly, you want to think, okay, why did I blow my account in this case? What emotions was I feeling? Was I feeling scared that my trade, was I feeling scared about the idea of losing? Was it hurting my ego that I'd had a losing day and I wanted to recover my losing day? You know, you need to figure out what part of you is causing you to blow your account. You need to figure that out. And a lot of the times, especially with guys, it's ego. Because I have never blew a funded account by accident, like without wanting to. I've blew a couple of funders strategically because I had max allo and I wanted to, like I had another eval passed, so I wanted to just get rid of it and start the new eval because it was in some drawdown. I have never blown a funded account by accident and I can safely say that. And I am positive that this is due to the fact that I have way less of an ego just through biology and being a female, right? Guys have such bigger egos. You guys are all against each other. You're all fighting to be the best, to be the richest, you know, power and all of that. Like, male dynamics are so toxic. You need to understand, okay, why did I do this? It's probably your ego. I'm not going to lie, but you know better than me. Maybe it's not ego. Maybe it's something completely different. Maybe you're trying to prove something to your family, which, you know, has an aspect of ego, but it also has other emotions involved. You know, you have to understand why you did that. Why is taking a losing day so hard for you to accept that it caused you to blow something that you've worked so hard on? You know? Like, why are you doing that? You're balancing between proving something to people who don't give a shit about you, really. They literally don't give a shit. You succeed and you buy a McLaren, yeah, you'll get some nice Instagram comments, but after one day, everybody's forgotten and nobody cares. Everybody is way too focused on themselves to care about that McLaren that you're dreaming about. I promise you, nobody cares, you know? Literally nobody cares. They'll talk about it for 5 seconds. You blowing your account and losing your progress just to prove something to these people who don't give a shit about you, it's not worth it. I promise you, it's not worth it. They don't care about you. Everybody is too consumed by caring about themselves. Humans are selfish creatures. The hardest thing I find with trading is I understand the strategy, I understand when to enter, and I understand my risk. What I don't understand is why it didn't work. Okay, The hardest thing with taking losses, I think, is understanding whether you've lost due to probability, whether you've lost due to bad psychology, or whether you've lost just due to not following your strategy and you didn't even realize, like, you made a mistake. Okay? So the hardest thing is differentiating these things. So a good way to differentiate whether you have entered a trade due to bad psychology or not, this is something that I incorporate into my routine, and I would highly recommend you do it if you're struggling with psychology at all, is I will journal my pre-market emotions. Everybody does pre-market analysis. I also do pre-market emotions. I will write down exactly how I am feeling before I've even looked at a single chart for the day, so that I can then understand after I've finished trading whether a loss may be due to external circumstances other than trading, right? I can then at least eliminate that. If I've written down in my pre-market emotions, I'm feeling absolutely great, I'm so ready for the trading day, my anxiety is at an all-time low, I had such a productive morning, feeling so positive and confident and great. Okay, the only part of psychology which could be affected by that is overconfidence and ego, right? Everything else is basically eliminated at that point. So then I know, okay, this has got to be either something wrong with my strategy. Did I follow all of my rules? Did I make a mistake? Ask your mentor. If you have a mentor, ask them, is this setup correct? Like, is this a good loss to take? If you've gone through all of these things and you can't find anything, probably just due to probabilities, and you just have to accept the loss and move on. See if there's anything you can learn from the loss. If there's nothing you can learn from the loss, it's just due to probabilities, and you just need to accept the loss, move on. As soon as you place a trade, you are accepting the risk that you are putting on. You are accepting that there is a chance that this could lose you $250 or however much you're risking. You're accepting that. So you need to, first of all, say before you enter a trade, am I okay with my account balance being this after I take this trade? Because that is a possibility. The answer is no, you're not okay with your account balance being a certain amount. If you take a loss in this trade, you shouldn't be taking the trade. You should be risking way smaller. You have to understand and accept that losses happen, and sometimes they are completely out of your control. And I think as soon as you accept that sometimes losses are out of your control, now everybody will tell you, yeah, you can't have an 100% win rate. Even if a strategy is absolutely perfect and plays out every single time in a given year, nobody can have an 100% win rate, because we make mistakes. We have bad days. In this non-100% win rate, let's say the win rate of a strategy is 80% when you backtest it in FX replay. You can't be hard on yourself if you're getting a 60, 70% win rate, because we're human, okay? We are literally human. You can't expect yourself to be getting the same results that you're getting in backtesting, because we're human. We have bad days. Some days we may feel more anxious than others due to so many different factors. You might have had a bad sleep last night without even realizing. You might have drank more caffeine. You might have not had as much sunlight in the last week than you did the week before, you know? So many factors come into trading that you wouldn't even realize, you know? Because us males have mechanical and constructive minds, so when we learn a strategy, it should work, and when it doesn't, it must be incorrect. I completely understand that, and that's just not males, right? Everybody comes into trading thinking, okay, I've taken a loss, I must have done something wrong. And not all the time you've done something wrong. If you're starting out, there's potential that you have done something wrong. Like, for myself, I am more likely to have done something wrong than not in a trade. And I understand that because I'm still starting out. I don't have enough market experience and time on the markets, you know? But sometimes trades I do take are completely valid and they just lost due to probabilities, and that's okay. But you have to reset your mindset to think, I accept that this trade could lose, but I've done everything I can here. I just have to let the trade play out. And if it loses and I've done everything I can, I'm calm and collected. I'm not over risking in this trade. I'm not revenge trading. I've followed all of my rules. Then you still take a loss after that. You're just on the wrong side of probability, and there's nothing you can do about that. You just have to accept it and move on to the next day. Literally accept it. Turn your charts off, accept that that's what's happened, and move on. Copy this morning, you taken any trade yet? Yep, I've taken a loss already, which is why I'm talking about losses more than anything. I tried to take a long off 0.5 of this leg that we have here. So I tried to long around here, but obviously just got completely fucked. The market literally just dumped. I am expecting a New York continuation today, but yeah, we did just dump down. It is what it is. I'm happy with the setup. I would have taken that at another time. I think the only improvement I would have taken on this trade is to limit -4 rather than trade this retracement, because it's way lower probability, and that's something I'm really trying to get better at, is just limiting here. Wow, now you're 4K sub. Wow, last I see here it's 2K sub. Yeah, I know. We've gained so many subscribers so fast. Like, I'm literally so grateful. Literally so grateful. The channel is growing so fast. I think it's more so I lose and I go on fight or flight mode. You need to be disciplined enough to tell yourself, okay, I've taken a loss, I turn my charts off. That's it. Even if you come back in 30 minutes, you need to take your loss, turn your charts off for 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then come back. There are setups forming all day, every day, you know? The worst part of trading is when you're on the edge of being profitable, when you take a trade knowing it's 8+ and you close early, then the trade shoots in the direction. Yeah, I've done that so many times. I actually did that on stream before, and it shot to full TP. It would have been like a 3-hour trade, super clean. I just lost confidence in myself completely, so closed in drawdown actually. So I took a loss basically. But yeah, I would have hit full TP. And after that, but I am grateful for that trade happening because I learned something from that trade. I learned from that trade to set some rules in place so that that doesn't happen again. So now the only time I will close a trade early is if I have realized that I broke my rules by accident. So one of my trading rules is that I will not enter shorts if we have equal highs in close proximity, and vice versa. I won't enter longs if we have equal lows in close proximity on NQ and ES, right? So if I enter a trade and I've not spotted these equal highs or equal lows and they are actually there, I will allow myself to close a trade, whether I'm in drawdown or whether I'm in profit. I will close that out early, and I don't care if it runs to TP after I've done that, because I would rather not break my rules. And I accept that I'm going to make mistakes. Sometimes I'm going to miss if there's equal lows or highs somewhere, you know. Sometimes you just don't see it. But sometimes it's like, you know, all the way to the left from days ago and you don't even realize. So yeah, something like that is the only time I close a trade early. Other than that, I always will stick to either TP, stop loss, or break even, and I have a set time in my head when I move to break even. I hope you trailed your stop, whoever was in longs here. I hope you trailed your stop. Broccoli and beans. Can you tell a brief about last leg of London fib projection? I don't tend to use the last leg of London. I tend to use the first post-London leg on the 5-minute, but today there was just nothing super clear to me. So I knew that price was going to reverse here, right? Like, I would have caught the shorts if I was on my charts at this time, but I just wasn't, okay? So this fib that we reject, so I came onto my charts around here. So I was trying to see, okay, is this the top right now? Because then I can try and catch longs when I think we're at the bottom, because I was bullish on the day. So I want to see, okay, is this the top or do we have room to move higher and this is just a retracement? So I'm looking, okay, I want to find the bottom. The bottom of this leg is clearly down here, so I want to draw out this leg. So I'm drawing out this manipulation leg, which is from wick to body. From low to high, wick to body, present to past. So I drew it exactly like this, from this wick up to this body, from present to past. So we're going from right to left here. And I draw it up, I see negative 2.5 lines up pretty much perfectly with the high. Negative 2.5 and negative 4 are your highest probability places of reversal. So I can see price is reversing from the spot. So I think, okay, this is the top for now. I am bullish on the day because I'm expecting a New York continuation. Obviously, this has not played out yet. It could still play out for the day, but I don't know. So I am now looking, okay, I want to take longs. Where am I anticipating the bottom to be? So I drew out this leg from this high to this low, from this wick to this body, and I saw negative 4 just below London low. I came on my charts at 7, so I see us reject from here, and we're rejecting. So I'm thinking, okay, we're bullish. I can see us going all the way up to London high here. Now, if I had actually drawn out this fib properly, then, you know, maybe I would have stopped myself, but, you know, it is what it is. You can't do everything correct, and this is why I took a loss. So I'm expecting a reversal, so I took OTE of this leg, which obviously failed. Yeah, I can show you my fib settings. Let me just get them up and you can take a screenshot. Hopefully you've taken a screenshot of that. Okay, we're hitting 2.5 of this leg. I want to see if we get a rejection from there or whether we're still continuing down. Let's also draw this out on... Yes. Okay, we're trading into the Asia range now, which is interesting. I just want to see where 0.5 of range is. Okay, we're literally trading to that right now. Interestingly enough. I have so many fibs on here, it's getting a little bit confusing. Getting a little bit confusing up in here. Broccoli and beans. Good morning, Queen. Good morning. Good morning. I can still see shorts playing out, honestly. EBH. Definitely waiting for news is the right move here. for sure. Not going to be taking anything before 8:30. I think patience is key. Patience is key here. You draw enough fibs, every area will be a point of interest. Nowhere's a point of interest particularly right now. I'm just seeing if any line up nicely with negative. I was trying to see if anything lines up with the midpoint of Asia session, but nothing really is, so yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I keep fucking singing that song. I was singing it yesterday as well. It's like really stuck in my head. I don't think it goes to London highs today. Well, it doesn't flippin' look like it. Does not look like it. Where is my... There we go. Yeah, it doesn't look like it at all. I came to say thank you. I didn't revenge trade yesterday. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I do need to delete some fibs, I'm very aware. You've been given. You guys are gonna have to bear with me for just a minute or so. I'm just gonna put my AirPod on. I'm off to London tomorrow, guys. I'm off to London for Thursday, Friday. Buying. News is in 15 minutes. I'm hoping for news to push us up, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what I would love to see right now. So the current fibs that I'm like really focusing on, to be honest, are this manipulation fib and this OTE fib. As you can see, we retraced into OTE of this fib pretty perfectly. I'm gonna do the same on ES so that everything stays a little cleaner. So yeah, got this OTE fib, which we are... Nice. Looks like we're playing off -4 right now of this fib. You're looking for longs or shorts? I prefer longs on the day just because of how much we've just come down. I can imagine us coming down to here, but I would like to see a retracement up into this range as we haven't balanced this yet. So I would either take shorts off like 0.62 of this leg, or I would like long up to 0.5, if that makes sense. But I want to wait till after news to take that for sure. How many trades you taken? I've only taken one trade so far today. Oh my god, guys, I don't think my loss copy traded from before. That is so freaking amazing. Oh, it's because I didn't update the contract yet. Oh my gosh. Yes, that is fantastic news. We only took one loss. Love that. Love that, love that, love that. She's fun too. See if we get a little reversal out of here. I know, I literally forgot to sort out my copy trader. I've got so lucky with copy traders. I seem to forget to do them properly every time I take a loss. So I got super lucky there. I would have been annoyed if I'd taken a win though. Is Hannah still trading? She's been gone for time. I don't think she's been trading as much. Like, she's not like quit or anything, but she's just in final year uni, so she's got so many like assignments and exams and things. But she finishes uni in May, and then she's like completely done. She'll have her degree and stuff. So I think after that she'll be way more back on it. But yeah, she's swamped. Yeah, literally wiped out the whole of Asia session. Yeah. Oops. I'm in for Asia lows right now. We're coming for Asia lows. I can't believe we've had such a huge dump right before news. It's so freaking weird. You don't watch ORG, whereas it's in your chart. I look at the opening range gap at 9:30, but I don't look at previous ones of CBA with that. I think it's pretty clear to see whether we've traded to a certain spot without previous opening range gaps on, to be honest. I don't like too much shit on my chart because it makes me stressed. Why do you like to trade pre-markets rather than starting at New York Open? I just like that we have Asia high, Asia low, London high, London low as targets, because oftentimes you get to 9:30 and all of these targets have already been taken out. So, yeah. Market going to be boring till Fed rate. Maybe not. We have PPI in 10 minutes. ORG is a baseable IC trader's bread and butter. I don't find it too useful. I use it at 9:30, but I wouldn't use it pre-market. I don't find it too useful. I only use the daily ORG. I wouldn't use previous day. Love the content and the humming. Yeah, I apologize. I actually do that without even flipping noticing. Not even lying. There was one time where Sean joined my live and he was like, "Why are you singing Christmas songs in March?" And I just didn't even clock that I was singing a Christmas song. It's actually my subconscious mind just bounce here then more down. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad about us going lower. That's for sure. It makes sense for us to come down here, I think, now that we're here. But we do have a whole imbalance range above us. Just what I was saying. It could be cool for us to get a bounce here. This just ain't no game, this just ain't word. You just made me yawn. I know, I always do that. Always do that. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to London tomorrow and I'm doing an Alpha Future shoot tomorrow. We're filming something so funny. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. I've got to wear such a weird outfit. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. And then Friday, I'm doing a podcast. 20 points on ES, nice. That's awesome. EPI doesn't matter today. EPI always matters. EPI always matters. You matter. Right, that's no longer useful, is it? I read once that yawns are contagious and it's actually a real thing. Yeah, like it actually is. I would like to, I know it does, I just don't know how to do that shit, I'm not gonna lie. I do need to fix it, but my PC fans are so loud, so I'd rather you guys not hear that. Let's see what PPI wants to do today. My dog yawning because of you. That's so funny. Good morning, my Claudia family. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It is a good morning. It's actually sunny in the UK, would you believe? Would you believe it's actually sunny? There's like a lag in the mic. What do you mean there's a lag? Let me get an OBS. Hello, 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 hello. It doesn't look like there's a lag. Like, is my mouth moving at a different time to like the sound? You mean? If that's the case, I don't know why I need to fix that. Nah, it's all good. Okay, cool. I do need to fix the sensitivity, but it's just hard. I have settings on so that you can't hear my PC. Video is fine, no lag there. Okay, awesome. It's buzzing at the end. Okay, that's weird. Buenos dias. Have you seen the news around TJR? I have, yeah. I have indeed. I feel like it was pretty, I don't know, like I'm not surprised, you know? Not super surprised by that one. Okay, 2 minutes till news. 2 minutes until news. I think the draw on liquidity here is pretty clear. We have Asia, New York PM and lunch low all down here. As you can see, I think those are going to get swiped out. If we could get some sort of move from news upwards into this range, I would be very open to short lower. This -4 from this range lining up with New York PM session low is really nice. I enjoy that. I enjoy that a lot. We'll see what news wants to give us and then we'll reassess from there. I think that's definitely the best idea for now. For sure. Really need to pee, but now is not really the right time to pee. Has your opinion changed around ICT and SMC concepts? Not really, no. Like, I still believe that they work. I think you just have to find the gems within all of the concepts that work for you, because he has so many concepts and I just don't think all of them work for everybody. I think all of them work and I think all of them can work, but I don't think all of them can work for everybody. I think you need to find ICT's concepts which suit your personality the best, for sure. And he said that. What indicator do you use to show the session highs and lows? It's called ICT Kill Zones and Pivots TFO. It's free. It's really, really good. Make sure you click on the settings like I have done here and scroll down and turn on True Day Open. You want midnight open price. I love midnight opening price being on there, so I turn that on. Okay, news in 10 seconds. Let's see if it actually wants to do anything. PPI is usually pretty volatile, but because we have FOMC, I don't know whether it will be, but we'll soon find out, I guess. Okay, boom. Boom, bitty boom, bitty boom. My two options right now are to wait for all of this to be swept out, and then try and long, or us to retrace up higher and then try and long to these draws down here. Okay, that's Asia low taken out on NQ. Still open on ES. Nearly. Okay, taken out. Lunch low taken out on ES. Okay, New York PM session taken out on NQ. I think ES already took that out. Yep. Okay, I want to see NQ take out lunch low as well. I don't really want that to be left, but I wouldn't be opposed to us rejecting from this -4. But I do believe we still have room to go lower right now. Let's see though. Yeah, that wasn't really a huge move. I want to see us push lower though, because I don't want data low to be intact. There we go. Good shit. Oops. Wanna see what it do. This is how I feel. I'm in need of love. Data high right there. Thank you doesn't even have a top wick on data high. I just wanna chill. No longer useful. Please keep singing. I'm sorry, I actually like trying to help it. Can't stop singing, man. I'd love to take longs off this -4. I would love to limit this, but I'm not going to because I'm not trying to catch the bottom here. But if we see bullish structure, I'd love to take something from here for sure. Okay, that's lunch low taken. Just hit -4 on ES. Just redraw this London manipulation. Okay, no, that's already been swiped. Interesting. What happened to the market? The market has just been dumping, honestly. I'm definitely open to looking for longs now. I would like us to manipulate and come down to -4, but if that doesn't want to happen, I'm kind of still okay with it. I want to see us manipulate once more, I think. But that respect for -4 right here is really nice. Yes, do you see that? Look at that accuracy, though. That accuracy. So clean. Okay, I like this. I like this. We get it, but why the long face? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, whoa. Let's see if OT holds of this leg. Or whether we want to manipulate again. I have taken a trade. I took one loss at like 7 a.m. EST. Claudia is mad? I'm not mad. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Why would I be mad? What do I have to be mad about right now? I just need to pee. $180 viewers again. Holy dub. I know, it's fucking crazy. Guys, can you stop rage baiting me? It's literally Wednesday. Like, let's just be nice. You were mad yesterday. Yeah, bro, I was mad yesterday. I was really mad yesterday, but you would be after staring at the charts for 3 hours. I feel like that sends you a bit fucking crazy. Okay, this OTE is played out, I'm not gonna lie. I want to look for longs. I like this. I really like this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's get ES on the side. Oh my gosh, I keep doing the wrong contract. 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 Less makeup, less eyeliner, less energy, no boyfriend, please chat. Girl, you're gonna get banned in 1 second if you don't stop saying this bullshit. Thank fuck for that. Thank fuck for that. That 5-minute gap made me unsure. Okay, let me go back on here. And here. Okay, I like that. If we can get a rejection out of this area, I'm definitely happy to long. This is way more like optimal for me. For sure. Useful right now? Bro is still dumping. How is bro still dumping? What the hell is bro even dumping to? Okay. Not rejecting out of where I wanted it to reject from, I'm not gonna lie. Really not. Did this get broken? Yeah. This is making me fucking laugh. Funny as fuck. It would make sense for us to hold this area unless we want to go to previous daily low, which I can't see it. I can't see it. I might be wrong, but I can't see it today. It's AI. Bro, are we being so for real right now? It's AI. Let's just not. Yeah, this drop is freaking crazy. Where is your M open in the chart? Please stop commenting that, otherwise I will time you out. It's just not useful. Really not useful at all. I literally have midnight open right there, bro. She is not live. Oh my god. Right, you're getting timed out. You're fucking annoying. 24 hours. You know this blue line right there? Previous daily low. Okay. That's so funny. I'm not dealing with that shit today. I'm actually not. I'm really not, I promise you. I did, but I took it before I came on stream and it was a loss anyway, so don't worry, I did not miss anything. I want it to get close to I don't want it to get like too close to 9:30 because then I'm just gonna like have to wait. I'm not taking a trade right before 9:30. I just feel like it's ridiculous. Look at these like equal highs up here. I wish we were close to them, but we're not. We're about 5 million points away. Like 300 points away from there, so they're clean though, but at some point in time. I want ES to take this low and NQ to come to this -4. Okay. Nice. I have SMT at this low. Right here. Put in. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if New York AM session was choppy too. To be honest. Would make a whole lot of sense. See, I like this for a long setup, to be honest. But we'll see. I want to see us sweep out this high and then retrace to OT, and I'm gonna take a stab at longs from here, to be honest. Worst case is yeah. I want to see how this hourly candle closes though, for sure. It would make sense for us to reject from here in terms of the 4-hour chart. I think now that we've traded into this gap, as long as this gap holds, these equal highs here are the next on liquidity in terms of higher time frame, in my opinion. This 4-hour gap doesn't hold, obviously that's a whole different story. But I think we're at least going to have a little push higher, you would expect. This is fine for this to manipulate again in terms of like the hourly candle, because I wouldn't want to enter longs on the open of the hourly candle because we would expect at least a little wick to form and then for us to head higher if we're bullish now. So I'm happy for us to manipulate again actually, because then we are potentially going to want to come up to this 5-minute and this all unfilled 15-minute which we're creating. So yeah, this is lining up pretty nicely for longs in my opinion. Don't want it to get too close to 9:30. Happy to be in a trade through 9:30, just as long as like I'm not in drawdown or some shit. So as long as I have plenty of time to get break even before then. But if I enter and it chops around for like 5 minutes and we're not moving anywhere, I'll just close it out. Oh my god, I hadn't even drawn this properly. The hell. There we go. Let me put NQ up. again for a sec. Yeah, let's not make equal lows at -4. Let's not do that. That's fine though. 9 a.m. candle, sweep out the equal lows, reject higher. Love that. That would be a really clean setup in terms of higher time frame context as well. If this plays out how I want it to, this will be pretty A+ for me, I think. I'm not longing with those left intact, so hopefully that 9 a.m. candle open will sweep those out, create the open low of the wick, and then we can expand higher, hopefully. See what it wants to do. I want to see those equal lows taken out on the 9 a.m. candle open, for sure. For sure. JB9282, if you comment some bullshit like that again, I'm gonna put you in timeout, because like if you join the live stream, like, you know, you don't need to leave shit like that. It's just annoying. It's not useful whatsoever. Edged again, I'm deleting limit now. Auntie Claudia, are we looking for long? That's so funny. That is so funny. Okay, 9 a.m. candles opening in 3 minutes. Let's see if ES can leave us some like equal highs here. That would be absolutely unbelievable. $225 viewers. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you. Hey, I am a new viewer. Well, welcome. Welcome. After 2 losses, I will not trade my funded accounts again. Maybe I'll trade evals if I still like see a nice setup and I feel like my psychology is not cooked, but usually after 2 losses, my psychology is pretty cooked, so I'll just call it a day. But sometimes I'll trade evals. It just depends. Okay, equal lows swept out. Not ideal that that didn't happen on the 9 a.m. open, because I don't expect the 9 a.m. candle to be honest. With no bottom wick. Yeah, you should 100% limit yourself to 2 losses. What's your view today, buy or sell? I'm personally looking for longs back into the range. I think shorting at this stage would be silly. I want to see us go a little bit lower. I want to see us just sweep out this low right here on the 9 a.m. candle open. But yeah, let's see what everybody's bias is for the day. No, I unfortunately won't be trading FOMC live because I have to go to my grandma's. I have to go and visit my grandma. New candles are opening very, very soon. Let's see. Okay, I want to see this swept out. Even if my long setup presented right here, but if we don't sweep out this low, I don't want to get involved. To be honest. Really like to see that swept out. 15. It would be very preferable. Actually, I don't know, you know. What do you mean? Mm-hmm. 18 degrees today, amazing. I know, it's so nice. Are you in the UK? So nice, isn't it? Let me see the temperature right now. I wish I could go on a walk after the stream. Oh my god, it's 17 degrees outside right now. I have so many meetings today, so I just can't leave my office, unfortunately. But I'm gonna try go for a walk maybe today at some point, even if it's just for 15 minutes, you know? Okay. 1 hour low swept out. I'm looking for a long setup now. I heard you calling on the megaphone. And if you never will call for me. I've got Taylor Swift stuck in my head. I don't really like fuck with Taylor Swift, but honestly, she's kind of fire sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, she can be pretty lit. Right, this is exactly the reaction that I wanted to see. You never will call for me. MNQM. I keep typing in the wrong one, and then I'm like, why is everything so weird? And then I realize why everything is so weird. Now I can see it all. I would have entered off OTE after we swipe above this, but I'm actually going to wait for this as I'm not too keen on this being the low. Like, because it is like equal lows on the 15 second. Oh no, it's actually not. Maybe the 5. It's actually not. Okay, it might not be an issue then. Be fair. Love that. Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. We have a lot of room to go up, so I did like an entry from here, but I'd honestly prefer a continuation entry, I think. Even if I head to like the 30-second time frame, I just want to see us respect OTA and then push above a high. Just as a final confirmation, you know? Either that or we get above this high before retracing. Then I would be pretty happy. Yeah, that's my current thoughts on the situation. Damn, you can sing. Oh, thank you. Does ICT work on crypto? I have no idea, bro. I don't trade crypto, so I can't help you with that, unfortunately. I really need to pee, like, really bad. But now is a bad time for me to go and do that, I feel. If you never look up for me. Oh, going on. Yeah, I wouldn't take this particular OTE entry. I'd want to see us reject from OTE here and then get above these highs just because of the 15-minute time frame. I mean, I'll check on actual NQ, but okay, it actually hasn't. Okay, it actually hasn't, to be fair. I thought we had like left an immediate rebalance here, which I wouldn't really want to leave. The fire. It all. Like that rejection so far. Loving this. This looks really clean. This is exactly what I wanted to see right now. See if we can get above this high and then get a retracement. Nice. On the land, the sea. Oh, okay, fine. We have no reason to come back to that low, in my opinion, if we are going to head higher, so happy. I'm happy with that, for sure. Lovely rejection so far, so good. We are only about 5 seconds into the trade, though. Could all go downhill from here, that's for sure. Am I recording on OBS? I hope I am. Yeah. Okay, thank God for that. I'm not a huge fan of that at all. Really not. Really need a push here, otherwise we're gonna get cooked. We are on with the stronger asset here though, which is good. That wick is fine. But we can't go lower again, otherwise we're fucked. Need a push here. This needs to be the low now. Yeah. Don't like that. Not a fan of that at all. Gonna let the trade play out though. Although I do feel uncomfortable right now. Old me would close out the trade right now, but it's against my rules for me to do that. So just gonna let it play out and see what happens. Not keen on that reaction, but it could definitely still play out. For sure. Nothing else we can do now but just let it play out and see what happens. As soon as I put that trade on, I accepted my risk. I accepted that I could lose $200. I waited super patiently for the setup. That's literally all you can do, right? As soon as either ES or NQ breaks above this high, I'm going to go break even on this trade. Doing a super fast break even just due to the circumstances of being pretty close to 930. I'd really like to see us break above this high now on either NQ or ES, to be honest. Let's see a push now. Going break even on the trade. This is now a risk-free trade for me, which is nice. Going break even pretty early, but I'd just rather reduce my risk and maybe get stop break even, you know? Damn, that was such a fast break even. We are super close to 930, so you just have to conserve risk there, you know? We can easily re-enter once we see things play out a little nicer. But this is chopping around and probably waiting for 930 to execute anyways, so I'm glad I went break even there. We have created equal. Oh no, we haven't. This is okay. It is what it is. You were just honing your powers, now I can see it all. I love that flipping song. Let me go back on the chat now. My stream is lagging. I don't know how to fix that, to be honest. This is okay. If this pushes now, though, it's going to be sad because we literally got stopped out break even by one flipping tick. Damn. What song are you singing? It's a Taylor Swift song. I actually don't know. I don't really listen to Taylor Swift, but I've been loving that song. It's so catchy. I'm just gonna nip to the loo, guys. I've been needing to pee for so flipping long, but I had to take my execution, so I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness we went break even. Thank goodness, hey? I mean, we're just generating more and more buy side here. We've left equal highs. Oh, I want to just take a screenshot of that before I do anything. 819. There we go. Screenshot so that I have that. I'm gonna send that into my Discord real quick. I just went to get myself some electrolytes as well. Okay, awesome. Guys, I don't mind you giving advice to the chat or even to me, but please phrase it in a way that isn't patronizing, I would say. So saying never do something, I don't think is a valid comment. And the reason why I say that is because everybody has different strategies. And the logic I've got from this is I have two friends, two people I know who have both made multiple 5 figures in one singular day from trading. So they are both extremely amazing traders. And they both say, one of them says, never trade pre-market, never trade pre-market. There's not enough volatility, don't do it. The other one says, never trade after 9:30. There's too much volatility, it's too easy to get stopped out, okay? They both make a ton of money, they both say opposing things, and this is why it's not valid to say never. They were wrong saying never do this, because there are people making plenty of money doing other things, you know? You can have your own opinions, but never say to someone, never do this, because everybody has a different strategy. As long as I've stuck to my own rules, I literally don't care what anyone in the chat has to say about my trade. We all look at the markets very differently. We all have learned off different people too. Even if you've learned off ICT, you can have a completely different perspective on the market than I can. I can be bullish, you can be bearish, and we both watch the exact same videos, you know? Hi Claudia, are you British? I am. Coconut water helps replenish electrolytes. Yeah, well, I'm allergic to coconut, so I gotta do what I can do. We could get a manipulation on the open. I would be open to taking something. But if we just tank higher on the open, it's kind of just a bit like, what the hell am I supposed to do then, bro? You know? You know what I mean? Like, what do you want me to do then? All because you came from me. Mm-hmm. Do you see your first indicator long line? I don't know which one you're talking about. This one? I don't want it any shorter. This tells me exactly, like, it's still there until it's swept and then it's gone. I want that. I want to know if lows or highs are left open. Like, which one? So, like, which one should I what? In which ICT course is the way you explain your fib? Okay, I haven't learned anything about fibs from ICT, I'm not gonna lie. I watched one video on OTE ages ago, which was ICT stuff, but other than that, I've learned from other people. I've learned everything about fibs from Ivan Trades. If you search up Ivan Trades on YouTube, he will come up. He has dropped loads of YouTube videos explaining. I would not go long right now just because we're so close to 9:30. We could easily manipulate lower and just get stopped out. I prefer longs over shorts just because we've swept out so many sell side targets, but there is also potential for us to open up at 9:30 and just chop around and not really do anything. because we have FOMC this afternoon and we've just made such a big move. So we may just want to go back and forth and then distribute later on. I don't know. So I have to be careful not to get caught up in that, you know? Never was a self-reminder from being burnt 10,000 times by not following this simple rule. I have my own rule set which I follow, which I've learned off somebody. So I just have to stick to that. If I took everybody's advice and added it to my rules in the chat, I would have a list of rules by about 5 million. Your indicator is too long from left to the right side. I don't understand what you mean. I don't understand at all. From left to right side. I don't get you. I really don't get you. You mean the lines? They're meant to be this long. All the time, alone in a tower. Yes, NQ did sweep previous daily high, but we're also rejecting from this bearish fair value gap as well. I don't really think the daily time frame tells you that we're bullish. Oh, you said bearish. Oh. I get you. Yeah, I get you. I just think that we've taken out too many sell side targets to still be bearish. If we wanted to come all the way down to here, like, I'd be open to it, but I don't know. I think we need to retrace at least a little bit. Like, we're not just going to continue dumping. We're going to have to retrace at some point. The line of the name. This? You mean this? I didn't even know that you could change that. I don't think you can change that. So I can see it all. I didn't miss his question. I just didn't read it out because I don't want to get banned. There you go. Are you happy? Are you happy now? You can press the arrow below. I don't know what you mean. Anyways. Love you, thanks. You're welcome. This is kind of sad, but I'm so happy I went break even because we high key would have got stopped out. Low key, high key, low key. Late one night, me out of the grave, lay my heart on the beat. Love the content. Your patience helps mine. I love that. If anybody wants to improve their patience, just go and watch yesterday's live stream. Promise you, you'll have the best patience known to man after watching that. If you were there yesterday, I appreciate you being there because wow, it was rough. It was a rough day. We waited so long for a setup, which never came. In fact, it did come, but I couldn't take it because I would have broken my rules if I'd taken it because we had equal highs. So sad. Yeah, of course I'm missing a lot of good entries, but you have to stick to your strategy. I can't trade everybody's strategy. That's just silly. Overall, having patience and taking less trades but better setups will bring you profitability, in my opinion. The up arrow below the indicator. Oh my gosh, you're kidding. I didn't even know that was a thing. W Danjos, for real. Okay, let's see what market open wants to do for us here. Look like we're retracing to OTE of this leg right now. I think we have potential to come back up to here. For sure. Up to this area. Don't know why I felt like I had to send Jay for that, but it's deserved. Oh, I appreciate you. If it inverses, will you take the short? No. Definitely not. Okay, 1 minute till market open. Let's see what it wants to give us today. I would maybe take a short up here, but definitely not down here. I would have to wait for a retreat back into the range before that happens. Get rid of that now. But if you ever look up for me. Remember, we still got half of New Week opening gap. Very true, but this weekly time frame just tells me nothing. Literally nothing. W, everybody, thank you for the super chats. Appreciate you. I do not know that currency. What currency is that? Where are you from? W, Claudia. I'm not entering, don't worry. I would not enter before 9:30. That's silly. Silly, silly, silly. That's a nice rejection for sure. God damn, look at that. 0.5 to the tick. Insane. Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff. I'll be bulletproof. I've honestly never had somebody give me a super chat before, but that's actually so funny because if if I'm just not reading your chat, it's such a great way to get my attention. Like I thought it was like a warning to say that I had like broken a rule or something. So I'm like, nice respect of OTE going on. Not on NQ though, goddamn. No, I don't take any news events into account unless they are USD. Wanting here is more. Appreciate you, Dan Joss. You're the goat. You are just on in your powers, now I can see it all. Late one night. Still respected OTE. Just about. Little wick action going on, but nothing to be too worried about. Okay, ES has made equal highs here. I would like to take that high and then take something off OTE. But unfortunately, we've not taken the high on either, so I'm not interested just yet. You got a payout today? Slay. What platform was your payout from? And if you ever call for me. 14-minute time frame. I think not. I think the fuck not. Hannah talking to anyone at the moment. She went, oh, what the hell was that? Oh, it's my headset. Is Hannah talking to anyone at the moment? Might shoot my shot. I don't think she is. So go for it. Crack on. The fire. Alpha, of course. Love that. Hannah is my friend. She's not my sister. Do you think we look alike? I don't think we look alike. Maybe we have similar like mannerisms because we're both from the same area. Like we both went to high school together. I want to take a stab at longs, but Could be risky. Could be risky. Also left these relative equal lows. They're not equal lows though. They are relatively equal lows. I just do think we're coming up to here. I think it's worth me to take a shot at longs if we want to retrace to OTE here. I think it's worth it. And if we can't get in, then I'll potentially take shorts. All the time. Damn, that is too much risk. Let's make sure that we didn't actually, okay, we lost $2. I think I can hack that. I think I can hack $2, just about. Just about. Do I wait till the 5-minute candle's closed on NQ for this? Yeah, want to wait for the 5-minute candle. Change my mind. If we invert that, then I'm happy, but if we don't, then I'm not. While I'm doing that, let me sort out Trade Syncer. Because it's not currently thinking anything. I think I have to like add please import the new contracts into right. I need to import new contracts somehow. How does one do that then? How the hell do you do that? All the time. Don't know how you do that. 5-minute candle looks good. Super good. Don't know how you do that. Maybe I just will have to sacrifice the copy trade for today. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. Happy with that. Happy with that. Why isn't my stop loss not there? What is going on? Boom, get started. How do you import things? How do you import contracts and all of that on Trade Syncer? I don't have a clue. Ha. EMNQM. Add. Nice, done it. Fantastic. This is just going away without me. Maybe we'll have to take the shorts. Who knows? I'm looking for something like that. That's what I'm looking for. Hopefully we can retrace right now. This is pretty A+, as long as we retrace. If not, I will wait for the shorts. I think that is the best course of action for right now. Don't just go there, you have to retrace. Be nice, be nice, be nice. Okay, this should copy trade now, hopefully. Hopefully it will copy trade. Turn this on. Come on, give me a little retrace. Give me a little retrace. I hate to be that guy, but I do deserve a little win. I really do. I was so patient yesterday and didn't find a setup, so I do deserve one. I really do. Come on. Oops. 250 viewers. I know, fucking insane. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you a lot. I really do. I really, really do. I promise. I really, really do. Okay, so we're gonna get filled here. I hope. Okay, we got filled. Let's hope it doesn't hit our stop loss, because that would not be ideal. Me trying to figure out which one's stronger. Okay, NQ is definitely stronger. I would love for it to not hit our stop loss, because this is A+. So I hope probability is on our side, because that would be really nice, wouldn't it? That would be really good for like the community and stuff. You know what I mean? Doesn't look frickin' good, I'm not gonna lie. It really doesn't. Damn. I have no hope in this trade whatsoever. Like 0. We should have rejected from 0.5, really. Ideally, in an ideal, amazing fairy world, but we're not in an ideal, amazing fairy world. I really, like, even though we've rejected now, I still, like, I really don't like that reaction at all. We shouldn't, like, have come to 0.79 on ES if we're still bullish, really. We didn't break below it. If we broke below it, I'd be like, we're cooked AF. But we're still somehow in the trade, somehow. This is why I don't allow myself to close my trades unless I've realized I broke a rule. Because, like, genuinely, I would have, like, old me would have closed that at the peak of drawdown, you know? But we still have potential for this to hit. Who knows, eh? Who knows? I want to be break even before 10 a.m. though, for sure. That would be amazing news. I'd like us not to just use this fair value gap to go to my stop loss. That would be pretty awesome, wouldn't it? If we don't do that. I'd appreciate it if we didn't do that, to be honest. I still would not be surprised if this hits my stop loss. I know that sounds really negative, but I just, like, I don't know. I don't like the reaction. It wasn't that bullish, you know? It wasn't that bullish. Am I just, like, speaking a stop loss into my existence right now? I feel like I'm lacking confidence. I need to just, like, hype myself up a bit. Like, no, it's defo gonna hit. Defo. And I can see it all. Holy comeback. For real, that got a little bit too close for comfort. 275 viewers. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is insane. No pressure or anything. No pressure. Okay, I'm going break even. Break what? I'm going break even right now on the trade. Yeah, my full TP is going to be at negative 2.5, which is just right there. Well, I'll probably do 3 micros there. In fact, I may do 1 micro at negative 2. Ooh, we just hit 0.5. Tempted to take a partial here. Tempted. Did we hit 0.5 on ES? No, not even close. Do I do it? Do I not? Do I do it? Do I not? No, I think a partial at negative 2 is fine. If we get break even, it just is what it is at that point. You know? It is what it is. And the sell 2 limit there at 2.5. I think that's the best course of action for right now. The hard thing with partials is you have to have rules on where you take partials, otherwise you just end up taking partials when you see an opposing candle, which is literally the like you could see the psychological turmoil I was going through just then. I mean, yes, it could technically reverse from here, but that is not the idea I had in my head before I got into the trade, you know? My idea was full TP at negative 2.5, take a partial at negative 2 for sure. But I personally think this wants to come up to negative 2, but I could be completely wrong, you know? And in that case, we get stopped out. Like, taking 1 micro off here would have got me, like, hardly any profit anyways. So I'm not too mad about it. Not too mad about it. We get break-evened, we get break-evened. And I think if I get break-evened, honestly, I would be inclined to come off for the day, because break-evens take such a toll on your psychology, like, more so than losses sometimes, I think. You know what I mean? Especially if you get break-evened and then it runs to your target, like, pretty much. That is super annoying. I need this fair value gap to hold now. I'm going to just turn this indicator off because it's kind of hard to see what's going on, I guess, in my position right now. I would really like for this to hold, though. I don't mind the retrace there. We're just retracing to OTE at the end of the day after sweeping out the high, so I don't mind that at all. But I'd want to see us, like, push higher from here. I don't think we need to go, like, if we go any lower from here, I would expect to break even, you know? Don't like that reaction at all. Would have liked a strong bullish candle right there. I'm expecting to take a break even now, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, I'm expecting it, but maybe I just don't have faith in life right now. Confidence is lacking after how I started out the week, for sure. Monday was a rough trading day. Mondays, I struggle to trade. Like, I was saying this on yesterday's stream, maybe, that I may just not trade Mondays. Like, I'm going to get a little bit more data. Like, I'm going to continue trading Mondays for, like, another month or so and then see how I feel. But I may just trade evaluations on Monday or just not trade at all and do something else, to be honest. Wow. Damn. God damn. God damn, god damn, god damn. Why is it playing around like that? Bro, don't do that. I hate it when it does that. Worst. Just have to sit. Okay, another break even is what it is. Tough week for sure. Tough week for me, for sure. That was a really nice rejection. I mean, we did get edged. Our stop loss did get edged, like, heavily, but it was a really nice rejection. I'm still expecting us to come up to here, to be honest. 2 goddamn break evens. Tough. Tough, tough, tough. I just blew my account. Oh shit. Stop doubting you were already in the trade. Yeah, I know, but when I see like an A+ trade play out, like I know how it plays out, you know? And we should have respected OTE of this if we're gonna, you know, head. Still a super good trade. I'm still happy I took the trade, of course, but it just unfortunately didn't play out just now, which is fine. Totally fine. Sad, but totally fine. Play one. Can't believe it's so sunny outside. So sunny and so warm in the UK today. So beautiful. So beautiful. You're beautiful. Yeah, we just put in SMT at this high and now we're kind of retracing, which is interesting. Yeah, it's choppy. Choppy, choppy. Choppy, choppy, not nice price action. Or just due to FOMC this afternoon though, you know, it's expected. This is such a sad week on stream. Last week we had such a great week on stream. But yeah, this week we've struggled a little. I don't know whether to come off my chart or to wait for the 10 a.m. candle. No, I can't speak Spanish. I can't speak any other languages. Because I would expect us to come up here at 10 a.m. To be honest, even if we want to continue lower, I would expect us to come up here. So I'm kind of tempted to wait for 10 a.m. and just give it one more go, you know? Wow, guys, I made $8 today. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me? Let's just screenshot this and just send into my Discord. So I have it for later, really? Yeah, you're right. $8 is better than nothing. You're right about that for sure. Oops. Yeah, interested to see 10 a.m. I'll wait till the 10 a.m. candle open, the first like 10-15 minutes, and then I will decide from there, I think. If I don't see anything and I just see chop, I'll probably hop off. Or I could see 10 a.m. doing what I wanted us to do just then, you know? I could. Ideally, though, I would like us to respect this line at the 10 a.m. open. I want us to respect 0.5 of this candle if we are going to continue up here. There's no reason for us to like open up here, come down, and like come all the way down and then go up. Like I wouldn't expect that. I'd want us to respect this 0.5. So yeah. But the 4-hour candle closure looks strong for a bullish reversal right now. We're respecting this bullish fair value gap. We've pretty much like traded through the whole thing. So yeah, we also have SMT at this 4-hour low, which seems to be holding so far. So yeah, we'll see what the 10 a.m. candle open wants to show. Can you quickly explain your strategy? Yeah, for sure. So I use fib projections to try and predict where price is likely to turn around. I tie this in with higher time frame context, and the reason for that is that see this rejection right here that we had at 850. So I was expecting a reversal right there at 850 because we hit -4 and we start reversing. I didn't take a trade, and the reason why I didn't take a trade is because the 9 o'clock candle was about to open. when that 9 o'clock candle opened, I wanted us to sweep out the previous hourly low, which was here, which we then did. And that's because in the hourly time frame, if we're bullish, we want to see something like this. We want to see this be swept out and then see a green candle. We don't expect to just see like a tiny wick and head higher. We expect us to open low, high, close. So I kind of use higher time frame context in that sense alongside fibs, and I also try and like get fibs to line up with session liquidity, unbalanced ranges, things like that, because then it kind of helps guide you on which fib to draw. I feel like with fibs though, as I go along, not that I have like tons and tons of like my personal discretion, because I'm still super new at trading, right? Still a beginner, but I do think that this strategy has made me realize how important your own discretion is, because you come to realize things like don't take a trade right before the new hourly candle opens, right before the new 4-hour candle opens, because you're likely to get manipulated out of the trade, you know? Unless you're trading the direction of like the hourly candle's manipulation rather than the distribution. Because you have to view the market as every hourly candle is a power of 3. If we're bullish, we'll open low, high, close. So you have that bullish candle. And if we're bearish, we'll have that open, high, low, close. You wanna see me on. How many subscribers are we on, guys? I want to have a little look. We always gain a little few while we're on stream. 4.1k already. That's fucking insane. We hit 4k yesterday. Thank you so much, guys. I love that. That's so exciting. We're literally growing so fast. Like 100 subscribers per stream is crazy. But that's what we're averaging right now. So mad. So mad. And if you ever woke up for me. Big up growth. Literally growing like crazy. I'm so grateful. I actually am. I feel like there's quite a lot of creators who, sorry, bear with me, I need some lip balm. There's quite a lot of creators who like, they have 1 million followers and they don't seem that excited about the fact that they have 1 million followers. Like maybe they just get over that fact. I don't know. But honestly, like I would be so freaking excited if I had 1 million followers. I'd be so gassed with life. I really would. Yeah, exactly. Consistency is key when it comes to growing. You really do have to come and put in the work. Like today, I really did not want to stream today. And the reason was because I took a loss right before my stream was meant to start, which is why I was a little late today. I just wanted to like regain my focus and stuff. Like it is hard if you want to be a trading streamer because your emotions are literally just put out there. Like your emotions are out there for everyone. Like 220 people can see my emotions, you know? Especially when I take a loss. It's different if you take a win, you know? Like, it's fine to take wins on stream. Everybody wants to do that. But taking a loss on stream is really hard. But I actually think that it's a good thing for me. Like, it's good for self-development. It lowers my ego completely. Like, I can't have an ego about myself if I'm fucking losing trades on a live stream to 200 people, you know? Yeah, I do pay for Trading View Premium. Where is the low of the arc? So where's the opening range gap? I haven't even drawn that out. All the time. Usually I draw that out in yellow. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, we haven't even retraced a 0.5 of that either. I know I have a lot of shit on my chart right now and it's kind of confusing, but... Oh shit, we did retrace to 2.5 of this leg. We didn't even hit 0.5 to the tick. Crazy. $2.5 play. That's interesting. I'm actually bearish now, to be honest. Like, there's no way. Nah, rejection. Yeah, pretty bearish, to be honest. I've flipped my bias, seeing what we've just seen right now. Understanding what I've just seen, I am bearish, TBH. No need for us to dig that deep into this candle either, in my opinion. Been so silent for so long, I apologize. Can't tell whether I'm just trading chop or whether this is valid. But like, because I've said that, it's probably chop. I know we haven't. Yeah, wow, that was just like so bad from me. Not gonna lie. That was so bad from me. I don't know why, I feel like it was valid in my head, but it just wasn't. That was literally such a FOMO trade, if you've ever seen one. But at least I'm fucking honest. I'm kind of fucking annoyed at myself for that, but it is what it is. I had flipped my bias, that was true. I wasn't just taking shorts for the sake of shorts. I definitely had flipped my bias after seeing what I had seen. But looking at this chart, why am I taking a position? That is a whole new question that I don't know. Ugh. I don't know why I just did that. I really don't. That's something I'm going to have to journal from. But this is what you get if you join a rookie traders stream, I guess. I don't know why I took that. I'm so annoyed at myself, guys. Time to take myself on a fucking walk. Oh. It's definitely time to shut off the charts for sure. I think that let's call it a day now. I like the equal lows that we had going on here, so that was like my kind of justification, but it turns out this low has been swept out anyway, which I didn't notice at the time, which is annoying. Really annoyed at myself for that. I really am. Really annoyed at myself. Oh, I've not taken a stupid trade like that on stream for ages. Like, all of my losses have been pretty valid, but that was just really, really fucking stupid. Why am I taking a trade in this fucking chop? What am I doing? What am I doing? Why did I just take a trade in that? It's a literal chop. You can tell, I literally thought to myself as well, I'm so silent right now. This means that I shouldn't be trading. When I'm like silent, when I go silent and I'm just not even talking through what I'm doing, I'm just not even like thinking straight or anything. So pissed off at myself. No, I need to not be pissed off at myself, because being annoyed at yourself actually just doesn't help anything. It actually makes the whole situation way worse. So I'm not going to be annoyed at myself. It is what it is. We make silly mistakes sometimes. I had two good setups which hit break even, which caused me to fucking do some stupid shit. I have to be kind to myself, otherwise this can just spiral, you know? I have to be kind to myself. Don't know why I took that trade. Had two break evens. Should have called it a day after the two break evens for sure. I literally said earlier in the stream, break evens, fuck your psychology. Which they definitely do, 100%. This is just chop. I should not be trading that. I am annoyed at myself. Definitely going to journal and reflect from that. Because, wow, I don't know why I just did that. The shorts are playing right now as well. Wow. Just what I need to add to the pain. To add to the pain. That's what I need. Well, there you go. This is literally what I was saying before. I was literally saying it's hard to be a fucking streamer because your emotions are like live for people to just watch. But hopefully it helps at least somebody at some point in time, you know, seeing things like this happen in real time, I guess. I haven't made a silly trade like that in a while. I'm gonna be honest. I thought I'd grown out of the habit, but I guess silly trades are just something that I'm not quite over yet. Maybe. I don't know. Why? Tell me why these shorts are playing right now. They just shouldn't be playing. Like, that just wasn't a valid setup. Look at the price action. It's just awful. If I was going to take a short, it should have been after this low is swept on the retest, not just this. And we've also left, like, equal highs, so no. I just shouldn't have taken anything is the verdict, to be honest. But it is what it is. Super annoyed at myself about that. I literally went completely silent because I couldn't talk you through what I was doing because I wasn't doing anything fucking valid. So there you go. Oh, what's going on? Maybe take the pup for a walk. I don't have a dog, unfortunately. Good clips. Clip it on a upload. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is absolutely part of the game. Oh, trading is patch. That is so funny. You won't listen, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely learned something from today. Like, every time you take a stupid trade like that, you learn something about yourself and you can pick up the patterns of like the mindset that you get in when you're going to do something stupid. Like, I literally just FOMO traded right there, live on stream for you to watch. I went completely silent, which happens on stream when I'm doing something stupid. I go completely silent. Oh my god, the short's playing, the short's playing, the shorts. Oh god, I'm playing. I want to see where my stop loss was. That's actually really, really sad, actually. Oh, I deleted it. Why did I delete it? We didn't even want to look at what was going on. Let me put my executions on. Oh, it's because I'm on flipping. Yeah, right. Damn, that is rough. That is really rough. That is really rough. Market just hunting for tight stops. Yeah, for sure. I shouldn't be trading that type of shit. It's just stupid. Like, why would you enter a trade in this? Like, you know, just silly. Even though it did play out in my favor, I agree with my flipped bias. Like, that analysis was correct. I wasn't just saying that due to being stopped out of longs, but that entry was just fucking stupid. Anyways, right, I'm gonna hop off now. I think it's time for me to go outside and touch grass for that. Yeah, hopefully we can come back next week better, with a better mindset. Hopefully better price action. Price action has been tough this week. I don't blame price action for my stupid mistakes, but price action has definitely been tougher than last week, that's for sure. So hopefully we can get some better price action next week. But yeah, hope you guys have a super pleasant rest of your day and rest of your week. I'm not going to be streaming for the rest of the week as I am in London. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I appreciate you all being here. And yeah, I'll see you guys next Wednesday, back to the normal schedule. Hope you guys have a great week.